And I think we're live. And this means that if you're clicking on this link or you're visiting the channel, you're taking a look right now at Tadatifaz. This is our first live stream, live video. And it's just me, Jad. I play guitar and I sing in Tadatifaz. And in this live stream, I'm just going to play for roughly 30 minutes just to get it going. This is our first live stream video, so I wanted to just take a minute to kind of give you a rundown of what to expect by visiting this channel, if this is the first video that you're going to take a look at. I promise that number one, the camera will improve. This is just my webcam. I'm still waiting for a couple of adapters and parts and a camera to come in. I'm trying to scrounge up something. The camera will improve, and so will the background. Right now I have a green screen. You might be able to see like a little green halo around my head. The green screen will be used seldomly, and I'll try to also work on a little bit of a better background, better thing for you to enjoy. I know that largely this is going to be an audio-based Twitch stream, but it is, I know video is an important part of everything. We're going to get working on that. This is just kind of our debut, or my debut, technically, on Twitch, getting things going. I promise also I'm kind of looking at my face, and I can see the red cheeks. I can see the white sort of ghostly appearance. That's going to be fixed. I'll take care of that soon as well. It's really just that webcam problem and the white balance. I don't really have a good white balance thing going right now. So those are a couple of housekeeping issues. I'm Jad. Tadatifaz is me, and Raif, and Adnan, drum and bass. And we play alternative music, indie music. I'm going to play 3 or 4 of my own original songs acoustically. And if anyone joins the chat, I'll sort of answer questions from chat. I'll talk a little bit about my own music and our own recording and production that we've been getting into since February. The project that we're doing right now is getting set up on Twitch. We have a Bandcamp page, and I really highly recommend you check that out. Check out our catalog. We have a Patreon account for you to donate to us or become a monthly subscriber and view our content. We do release music, roughly a track or 2 a month. If not, we also record live performances. And since we'll be working on Twitch right now, it'll be helping us just, keep on grinding through the night, make sure that we can release content, release video for you guys. You can find us also on Instagram, and that's usually where we post some like behind the scenes footage or some funny footage of us messing around in a jam room or messing around while we're recording. The equipment that I have right now, again, it's my webcam, but I'm shortly going to get rid of that. I'm using a USB mic right now. It's a Shure PG27. This also will be replaced. I'm noticing that there's some compression issues right now that I'm experiencing with this mic. I was originally going to go with Ableton setup on my other computer and link it in, but I wanted to just see how this went, play a couple songs live, and hope for Ableton next time. Just gonna make sure that I have all the cables ready, all the special wires ready, and make sure that nothing overheats because I'm working on laptops. So that's really about it. Make sure that you can donate to us if you want to help us pay for cables, pay for practice, for our rehearsals, for our rent, help us pay for strings. I just restrung the guitar today, playing with my acoustic, my Yamaha. I restrung it, I cleaned it. It's certainly not an exorbitant price to do that sort of maintenance, but it really does help. Anything you could throw this way or throw at me. You could also donate to us again on Patreon or on our Streamlabs link, which is connected to our Twitch account if you visit our dashboard or our channel. You could also buy us a coffee. That's another way you could donate to us. You can visit that link where you might find us on our WordPress page or our Patreon page. And that's about it. I'll quit talking for right now, and I'll just start playing. I have a couple of couple of my my original songs, and I'll start off with Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. It's one of my favorite songs to play. It's one of my favorite songs to listen to. It's really something that I started playing when I was in high school. Maybe I was 13 or 14. It was one of the first songs that I listened to, and it was actually the Dixie Chicks version, which then led me to the Smashing Pumpkins version, which then brought me all the way back to Fleetwood Mac, and it's just, I mean, the album is great, Fleetwood Mac's album, in which it appears, and you know, everything from the lyrics, the plucking, the just the way that the whole song evokes this really powerful sense of you know, discovery, feeling lost, feeling abandoned in love, feeling abandoned by yourself. I mean, there's so many different feelings that that are just conjured by my imagination whenever I play it or whenever I listen to it. And so maybe you feel the same way, or maybe it inspires you to check this one out. I picked this one particularly because the other three songs that I've picked of my own catalog, my own originals, are of course largely influenced by not only just Fleetwood Mac, but Smashing Pumpkins, alternative bands, alternative in indie music, largely based on acoustic guitar, that with Talat Faz, all together as a band, we've been able to put into, or we've been starting to put into a whole band setting, which is really exciting. So without further ado, I'll get it going. This is Landslide. Take my love and take it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw through the rain. Actually, I'm gonna throw the lyrics on just because of course, it's kind of like that nerves thing. You sort of forget the lyrics as soon as you turn on the camera. So here we go. Took my love and took it down. Climbed the mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. The landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tide? Can I handle the seasons of my life? I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. Time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, take my love and take it down. Climb a mountain and I turned around, and if you see my reflection reflection in the snow-covered hills. Will the landslide bring you down? Ooh, will the landslide bring you down? Okay, it looks like we're still pretty good. Again, sorry about that camera. I'm kind of looking myself. I do look a little weird. Look a little bit like an alien, or like a ghost, a specter. That was Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. Again, one of my favorite songs, a huge inspiration onto my own musical style. Next up, I'm going to be transitioning just to a couple of my own songs. You can check them out on Bandcamp. You can check them out on Instagram. A couple of these I've recorded myself playing. I think the way that I did it was in nature, or the other one was in my bedroom. The other one was sort of like in a forest. So I'm also trying to like experiment with a couple of cool places to record outside and not just sort of stick to my room inside. Summer's coming, and so probably recording outside is going to be a little bit more possible. This next song's called Red Triangle. And I think when I wanted to write this song, when I was getting into it on my acoustic guitar, I was thinking a little bit like, what could Elliott Smith teach me now? I was never necessarily a huge Elliott Smith fan, and not because I don't like his music. I just really didn't know a lot about him. A couple of my friends did turn me on to him finally, and a lot of really cool lessons that I learned from on the guitar, a lot of cool lessons about composing melodies, getting rhyming down, especially when you're working with lyrics that can express a lot more than a guitar can, and then using the guitar to fill in those empty spaces of emotion. Elliott Smith, again, being one of the inspirations for this song, I think really some of the ways that I've also written the chords as they shift down, like if we're talking about playing flat notes, I think when I play something that modulates like that, I think a lot about the Beatles, and I think a lot about acoustic guitar riffs from the Beatles. And I think really, I think they're mostly like types of songs that can convey a sort of like weird satisfaction with feeling the way that you feel. It's really hard to describe. It's not necessarily like frustration or ennui, and it's not really a feeling of melancholy or desperation. It's like a weird sort of surreal satisfaction. I guess that's kind of how I describe this one song, Red Triangle. And here it is. Been out of shape again, dented and deformed, broken branches in the road. Take off that cassette tape scarf, tangled like your limbs, coiled round your neck. Weather, powder snow, blankets, bodies underneath, frozen sheets. tore the keys off the chain, and took off down the highway, scarce regard for home. Turned tail 'cause I left you all alone. Turn your hazards on, child. Red triangle indicated in a ditch. I know that something's wrong, child. Purple shadows fading slowly from your lips. That again was called Red Triangle, and it's kind of inspired, I guess, if you want to get sort of secret behind the song. Red Triangle is about the hazard lights, and that's when you're riding in a car. It's that red triangle, the hazard. Turn on your hazards, or turn your hazards on, child, is that one refrain that I sing in the song, where there's been an accident, there's been some sort of road trouble, and the person's at the bottom of a ditch. And I guess the song, without going into too much detail, is about how did that person get into the ditch? Why did they leave the house? Why were they in a hurry? It's just kind of assessing that sort of moment in time, or that image. And I think a lot of my songs, they do capture sort of maybe a moment or maybe some sort of fleeting feeling. I think that's a great thing that songs can do. A lot of songs aren't very long either, but I guess that's the great point of it. The next song I have is Daisy, and I wrote that as a companion song to the next song that's coming up. I like Daisy because I picked that name particularly because I love that name, and I love names that are floral. I guess that's a weird way to say it, but I love names that sort of are evocative, that they have that visual aspect to them, or they have that sort of olfactory thing when you're thinking about flowers, especially when you're thinking about something that's pleasant smelling, pleasant looking. It's a great name. Great name. And here's Daisy. Wake up, little Daisy, gonna take you back to school. It ain't the first time that you went and broke the rules. Put that cigarette out in your mother's flower pot, which she found your name. Let her bleed, it's after dark, and no one around here knows your shame. Daisy, go on, let your head down. Daisy, no one wants to see you frown. I know things haven't gone your way, but if you don't leave tonight, that's how they're gonna stay. I've lived here since high school and you're still strutting streets like it's a game. Drink under the table, all the older men who like to call you Dean. You reckon you got jobs, but that's 'cause everybody else has gone to sleep. The train's leaving the station, so you better get your ticket paid. Daisy, go on, let your head down. Daisy, no one wants to see you frown. I know things haven't gone your way, but if you don't leave tonight, that's how they're gonna stay. Before I play the last one, I wanted to tell you a really stupid story that happened when I was restringing the guitar. I got all the strings in fine, done it 100 times, cleaned it, waxed the fretboard a little bit, put it on a little bit of oil, got all the gunk and everything off. As I was tightening the strings, you do that thing where you pull the string back, you got to make it bend the right way. I go 1, 2, 3, E, A, D, G, and then G. I pull the string and I break it off from the machine head. So I'm like kind of shocked that the guitar hasn't totally gone out of tune, or that the G string hasn't totally popped out. I guess knock on wood. I'm gonna say that hopefully that it doesn't actually do that during this performance. Probably gonna have to restring it at some point as well. But you know, so far so good. This next one's called Ink, and this was the companion to Daisy, written in the same key. I do tend to like to write songs that have sort of like a sister sorority component, fraternal component, some sort of sibling feeling where the songs could couple, you know. And I like the idea of sort of the blood relation to songs, because sometimes songs can be written in terms of like partners, and I think partners is not usually a good way for me as an artist when I think about material and art pieces or lyrics and concepts. I tend to think that they are of a same family. So I even have, for example, in Bandcamp, you'll listen to the song Creature and Mirage. Those, I would say, again, they're sisters. They're sister tracks. They have that similar, you know, two sides of the same coin, of course, reflecting very different images. So this one's called Ink. Mix paint in a cup, spread it on these walls, brush away the sin. Tell me what you want. I can. I'm always. The kitchen's drowned in blue, and yellow in the den. Turn it off for you. I'm bending spoons to be with you, and I can't even move. Follow your rules, just please don't break mine. Tattoo on the 5th of June, and I lost all my sense when the cops broke in the room. The ink was sad, and now so is the pain. All black and blue and red as my face. So that was Ink. And we're getting to that point where it's time to say goodbye. And looks like someone joined the chat. Hey, chat. Hey, man. Thanks for being my first viewer of the evening and probably the last. Just give a quick rundown of who I am and tell you when you can find me. Again, my name's Jad. Taratifaz is the channel. Taratifaz is the name of the band. I play indie alternative music. Hopefully, very soon, in the month of May, we'll be transitioning to playing full band. You'll still get me acoustically once a week. I hope I can manage once a week, maybe a little bit more frequently. And then definitely full band, TBD, coming soon. Songs that you heard today were Landslide by Fleetwood Mac. A couple by me were Red Triangle, Daisy, Ink. You can find them on Bandcamp. You can find them also on Instagram. Check us out on Patreon. Become a subscriber. Follow us. You can check out our custom playlists that we make. You can find them on WordPress. The link's in our Instagram bio. You can find it also on our channel on Twitch. Hope you enjoyed this live stream. I did. It was very educational for me to see what works and what doesn't. Hopefully the audio came out well. I did several tests before I started this. Hopefully the video came out well. I also did numerous tests on video. New video camera should be on its way soon. Definitely gonna have 2 video cameras too, so that'll be cool. Get like a double angle going. Hope you enjoyed this. If you feel compelled to, or if you feel very generous, please donate. You can find the link on our channel. And you could also give us a follow. We're trying to make it to 50. You can see the little goal bar right there. We're trying to make it to 50. It'd be great by the end of May if we could get 50 followers. That'd be great. Thanks so much. Have a good evening. Have a good morning, wherever you are in the world.